Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your 38th favorite dad in the family community, Papa West, Jacob West, and it is finally here. I have been hinting at it for a couple months. I have been teasing it for even longer. Really haven't been teasing it for longer, but I'll just say that. But it is finally here, the 32-man TMG singles tournament. Um, Brian, the Carmel Mountain pain in my ass, has been bugging me about getting someone to take him on for his belt that he hasn't defended in over a year. And so it's time to get someone there. Granted, it's going to take a hot minute to find someone because a 32-man tournament is going to take some time, but it starts today. And I have a very intriguing matchup to start this off. I have to relook at the rankings. I have the number 16 seed, James Puckett, versus the number 17 seed, Russell Howell. Um, Very exciting. Both these gentlemen have not won yet. James took on Luis and was dominant rounds 1 and 2, and then just lost it in round number 3. And then Russell was actually one of the first matches when I fully took over TMG singles. I don't think I put the match together, but I definitely wrote most of it, and hosted it. So two gentlemen who and he played Ryan Permison, where Ryan Permison was the one to hold up for the win. So two gentlemen really looking for their first win in TMG singles, but also hoping to get to round number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the higher ranked seed, even though he's only one seed higher, and it was all randomized. James Puckett, the number 16 seed. How are you feeling as that number 16?
Sweet 16. Sweet 16, Jacob. Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. And it's also like right in the middle too. So
yeah. I feel average, but average is good. Or better.
All right.
Better than bad, I guess.
It is better than bad. That's a good way to look at it. But how are you feeling going up against someone who has been in the fan leagues for longer than most people? I'm pretty sure was whenever it first introduced, if not was in shortly after it was introduced. How are you feeling taking on Russell?
A little nervous. This guy knows his stuff. Obviously, he's seen a lot of movies. And I'm 0-1, so I'm an underdog, but I'm down to fight. So let's go.
All right, I'm liking that. Well, I'm going to kick you in the back just for a little bit as they bring on your opponent, the number 17 seed, notorious Russell Howell. Russell, how are you doing today?
Good, man. Always glad to compete. So glad to be here. As you mentioned, that Ryan Purposen match came out on the opposite end of obviously where I wanted to be, hoping to rebound and hopefully move on to the second round of this tournament. Looking forward to a good match.
Definitely. Any words of advice to yourself before we get this going?
Don't fuck up. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
good advice.
Yeah, don't. I don't know. Don't second guess yourself.
Okay. And then the most important question: what position in the NFC West are the 49ers going to finish the season at?
Boy, does it look bare bottom right now. Actually, no. I think we're one up from the top. I believe Seattle's last. I don't know. Probably. I'm going to go maybe second. I don't know. It's going to be really tough. Obviously, I have the Rams and the Cardinals both playing phenomenal football. It's the best division of football. I think if San Francisco obviously gets healthy and they get on a roll, big win against Chicago Sunday. We'll see. We have a big matchup against Arizona coming up Sunday, so see how that goes. But I'm hopeful. We'll see. But I don't think we're going to win the division. There's just too much to make up right now, especially with Arizona and the LA both sitting at one loss.
Yep. Yeah, they're both at 5-1, but you can only hope. And I've said it before on Inside the Horseshoe, that is the toughest division. I can legitimately see all 4 teams making it to the playoffs this year.
If you had Russell Wilson, it wouldn't even be a conversation. Seattle would still be a contender. Obviously, a healthy defense, a healthy offensive, with San Francisco not battling some injuries with Kittle coming back. Best division in football. So should be a good finish. Second half of the season coming up here soon.
Yes. And don't worry, you did not tune into watching this for Papa and Russell's NFL takes. James is bored AF in the back. James, I'm getting you back. I'm going to move us around.
So
who's your team?
We're 1-7, I think, right now. The Texans, and have a bunch of quarterback issues from our starting one to our backup. So
yes. All right. Well, don't worry. I will not make fun of you a lot. I make fun of Alec Miller for being a Texans fan, so all the hatred will stay towards him. But anyways, as we get into this,
hate them more than you, and I'm a fan. So
as we get into this, the way every match in TMG singles and teams works, it is going to be 3 rounds to a finish. I will only talk about round number 1 because that is the round we are about to be in. The other 2 I will talk about once we get there. Round number 1, I have 10 questions from different areas of movie trivia. I will ask both of you the same question. You will take your answer, write it down on a whiteboard, piece of paper, etch a sketch, carve it into your arm. I do not care. Just make sure it is legible. I will give you a certain amount of time. After that time is up, I will call you by name. You will reveal your answer and vocally tell me what your answer is. If you get the question correct, you get 1 point. If you get it incorrect, you get nothing. And in the off chance you do get all 10 questions correct, I do have a bonus question that I will ask just to you. Unless both of y'all get a perfect round, then I will ask both of you. And if neither of you get a perfect round, I will save the bonus for a later match. Throughout the entirety of the match, both of you will have 3 repeats and a challenge to use whenever and however you want. That being said, James, are you ready? Russell, are you ready?
Ready to roll.
Then let's get into it, starting off with question number 1, which comes in the category of Denzel Washington. Who plays Peta Ramos, a little girl John Creasy has been tasked with protecting in Man on Fire? It's a good time to tell you. I don't know why that overlay is there. I will fix that in a second. In Russell's top corner, you will see a clock that is counting down. No, that clock is not canon. That is just for me to make sure I give you a good, decent amount of time in between questions and not 5 minutes like what has happened before in Papa West Birthday Extravaganza. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
Dakota Fanning?
And Russell.
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning is correct, although with the last name or with the name of Peta Ramos, you would not expect a little white girl. Question number 2 comes in the category of modern classics. What 1990 crime drama was adapted from the Nicholas Pileggi book Wise Guy? Books, these are the things with paper and words on the paper. Some of us read them, some of us don't. But most people will say the book is always better than the movie. Is it right about this movie? I don't know. I never read the book. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Russell.
Goodfellas.
And James.
Goodfellas.
Both getting that correct. Still perfect within 2. Let's see if that changes here. Question number 3 comes in one of the newer categories, spy movies. In Spy Kids 2, Island of Lost Dreams, Carmen and Junie are excited about their new spy watches. They do everything except for what function? I, for one, would be excited for a spy watch, even if it didn't do anything. You could just hand it to me. Jacob, this is a spy watch. Yeah, I would wear that 24/7. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
Tell time.
And Russell.
Yeah, I went with the obvious tell time.
They do everything except for tell time because there was not enough room for the clock. Question number 4 comes in the category of the Terminator franchise. Who plays Alex in Advanced T-5000, who is the embodiment of Skynet in Terminator Genesis? Yes, asking a question about easily one of the worst films ever, definitely the worst Terminator film.
Oh, shit. I think that would require me of watching it. I don't think I even saw it.
I just IMDb'd it, and I know the answer. Don't plan on watching the movie ever. So, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. James using the repeat. Who plays Alex in Advanced T-5000, who is the embodiment of Skynet in Terminator Genesis?
I'm going to hate myself on this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Russell.
I got nothing.
And James.
Matthew Clarkson.
Close on the first name. We were looking for Matt Smith.
Damn it.
Russell looking like he has no idea who Matt Smith is.
No, like
Question.
I said, never watched
I know who he is.
He's
I'm getting it wrong.
he's one of the Doctor Strange, or not Doctor Strange, Doctor Who actors.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah,
the
No,
11th. The 11th.
No, I'm to see him. Probably.
apparently the 11th. Question number 6 comes in the category Young Adult Book Adaptations. What kind of cancer has Hazel been diagnosed with at the beginning of The Fault in Our Stars?
Oh my God.
This is one of those categories where we had YA dystopia and YA book adaptations, and we're like, we're going to pull a fandom and just merge them together.
What kind of cancer?
What kind of cancer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
Let's go with pancreatic.
Pancreatic is incorrect, going with Russell.
I don't know. I've said leukemia. No idea.
We were looking for lung cancer. She was a smoker. I don't think she was actually a smoker.
Jovially. Let's go with pancreatic cancer. That's
and I just realized I only have 9 questions here. I was a little weird going from 4 to 6. But with that being said, question number 6 comes in the category of horror thriller. What iconic horror character has been portrayed by Gunnar Hansen, Andrew Briniarski, and R.A. Mihailov? Andrew Briniarski and R.A. Mihailov. I'm pretty sure that's how both of those are pronounced. The one that should give it away is Gunnar Hansen. 5, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. Russell using his first repeat. What iconic horror character has been portrayed by Gunnar Hansen, Andrew Briniarski, and R.A. Mihailov? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going with Russell.
Invisible Man.
And James.
Michael Myers.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Leatherface.
You know what I was thinking? Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Question number 7 comes in the category of movie release dates. What year saw the release of the films Wrong Turn, 21 Grams, and Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World? Movie release dates just so happens to be James's strength. It's also a good time to let everyone know when I ask for a strength in TMG singles and teams, not only is it a round 2 category, it's a round 3 category, and you will be asked it in round number 1. So choose your strengths wisely.
I gotta
5,
be.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
2003.
And Russell.
2003.
Both in the ballpark. So much in the ballpark, you're both right. 2003 is correct. Question number 8 comes in Russell's strength of 1990s films. How many times did Vinny have to take the bar exam in total in My Cousin Vinny? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Russell.
3.
And James.
6.
James is correct. It took him 6 times before he finally passed it. Question number 9 comes in the category of Will Ferrell. In Talladega Nights, what company does Ricky put a sticker of on his windshield during a race?
Can we ask if it's real or fictional? Nope.
It's a real company.
Okay.
Pretty sure every company in that movie is real, but it's a real company. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
Mountain Dew.
And Russell.
Same thing, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is incorrect. If it was a drink, it would have been Powerade. But the company that he put a sticker of on his windshield was Fig Newtons.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's been a hot minute since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Been a hot minute.
Hot minute.
All right. And question number 10 comes in the category, just like everything TMG trivia related, plot synopsis. I will read off the plot synopsis of a film. You will tell me what this film is. An FBI agent boards a plane with a person who is the key witness in an important trial, but the trip takes a deadly change when poisonous reptiles are used to kill the witness and everyone else on the flight. That great movie randomizer, sometimes you get an easy film, sometimes you get a hard film, and sometimes you get one that someone thinks is super easy and someone else thinks is really difficult. Let's see where this one falls in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Russell.
Snakes on a plane.
And James.
Snakes on a plane.
I have had it with these mother effing snakes on these mother effing plane. Snakes on a plane is correct. With that, we are finished with round number 1. James is currently in the lead with 6, but Russell is right behind him with 5. As we move on to round number 2, round number 2 is the wheel round. As I get the website up, we have our wheel brought to us by wheeldecide.com. Wheeldecide.com, you are a great website. Please sponsor us one of these days. Once this wheel finally pops up, like it is doing right now, each player will get 1 spin of the wheel. If they do not like the first spin, they are awarded 1 free mulligan. Each category corresponds to 5 questions in that realm of movie trivia. Each question is going to be worth 2 points apiece. But if you do not know the answer, think you're like 50-50 between some things or just really like options, I do have multiple choice available, which does devalue it from 2 points apiece to 1. That being said, if you get your question incorrect, we will go to your opponent who has the opportunity to steal from you. So choose your answer wisely. Today's categories on the wheel that I am priming right now are movie release dates, Chris Farley, David Spade, 2010s, animated films, fantasy sci-fi, 1990s, kaiju and other movie monsters, musicals, and then what's almost always on the wheel, spinners and opponent's choice. So that, James, you are currently in the lead. Would you like to spin the wheel first or second?
I will spin the wheel first.
James will spin the wheel first. James, your spin is in. And it lands on the category of 1990s. Would you like to keep that? You will take it. All right. As I hide the wheel. So, again, 5 questions in the category of 1990s. You can opt to multiple choice. Question number...
Just using it to write down A, B, C if he gets multiple.
All right.
Just so you know.
Question number 1. Who plays Creighton Duke, a bounty hunter looking to finally kill Jason for good in 1993's Jason Goes to Hell?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, John Delaney, B, Billy Bush, C, Peter DeLuise, or D, Stephen Williams?
What was the first one you said again? I just wanted to hear the last name correctly.
Yep, it is John Delaney.
Delaney with an M?
Yes.
I'm going to go with B.
B, Billy Bush is incorrect. Russell, for the chance for the 1-point steal, I will give you the full repeat. Okay. Who plays Creighton Duke, a bounty hunter looking to finally kill Jason for good in 1993's Jason Goes to Hell? A, John Delaney, B, Billy Bush, C, Peter DeLuise, or D, Stephen Williams?
D, Stephen Williams?
D, Stephen Williams is correct for the 1-point steal. James, question number 2. In Blue Streak, Miles Logan pretends to be a cop so that he can locate what item he hid in an LAPD police station 2 years earlier.
It's like a jewel, a diamond or something.
Diamond is correct for 2 points.
I didn't know if it was ruby or...
No, it is in fact a diamond. All right, question number 3. Do you like apples? Well, I just got a number. How do you like them apples? Is a quote spoken by Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. What is the name of the girl in which he got the phone number of?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Roxanne, B, Skylar, C, Crystal, or D, Veronica?
It's B, Skylar.
B, Skylar is correct for 1 point. Question number 4. Who plays Detective Harry Temple, Jack's former partner who Jack shoots in the leg while trying to arrest Howard Payne in Speed?
Who plays Harry Temple, Jack's partner whom...
Jack shoots in the leg.
It's Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels is correct for 2 points.
Just making sure.
And then your final question. In Men in Black, how long is a galactic standard week in Earth time?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, 1 hour, B, 1 day, C, 1 week, or D, 1 month?
One hour.
1 hour is correct for 1 point. James doing a great job in that category, even though it wasn't his strength. Russell, we are now moving on to you for your spin for round number 2. And it lands on kaiju and other movie monsters.
Spinning
Would
away.
you like to keep that? You're going to spin again?
Yeah.
All right. And I realize I spoiled it, but I just really don't feel like waiting for it to finish on both my computer and this screen. And now it is frozen. Animated movies is what it actually stops at. I was about to ask if you like to keep it or not. You're stuck with that.
Yeah, lucky me.
And yeah, as I scroll down to find animated movies, right there. All right, question number 1. Who gives Jim Hawkins the golden sphere, which turns out to be the map and key to unlocking Treasure Planet in the 2002 film?
Yeah, no idea. Let me go multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, his dad, B, Ben Gunn, C, Billy Bones, or D, Nathaniel Flint.
Let me go D, Nathaniel Flint.
Nathaniel Flint is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1-point steal. Who gives Jim Hawkins the golden sphere, which turns out to be the map and key to unlocking Treasure Planet in the 2002 film? A, his dad, B, Ben Gunn, C, Billy Bones, or D, Nathaniel Flint?
Billy Bones.
Billy Bones is correct for the 1-point steal. Russell, your second question. What kind of creature is guarding the entrance to the Lost City and kills most of the crew members of the Ulysses in Atlantis, the Lost Empire?
Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. Multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, the Leviathan, B, the Kraken, C, Cthulhu, or D, Dagon?
Let me go C.
C, Cthulhu is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1-point steal. What kind of creature is guarding the entrance to the Lost City and kills most of the crew members of the Ulysses in Atlantis, the Lost Empire? A, the Leviathan, B, the Kraken, C, Cthulhu, or D, Dagon?
The Kraken?
The Kraken is also incorrect. We were looking for the Leviathan. All right, Russell, your third question in animated films. Who voices Hogarth Hughes in 1999's The Iron Giant?
Hogarth Hughes. Let me get multiple on that.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Harry Connick Jr., B, Eli Marienthal, C, Chris Owen, or D, Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Let me go D, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
D, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1-point steal. Who voices Hogarth Hughes in 1999's The Iron Giant? A, Henry Connick Jr., B, Eli Marienthal, C, Chris Owen, or D, Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
A.
A, Harry Connick Jr. is incorrect. We were looking for B, Eli Marienthal. All right, Russell, your fourth question. What kind of animal is Andy Devine's Friar Tuck in 1973's Robin Hood?
What kind of animal is Friar Tuck? Is Friar Tuck?
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck. Isn't he a... oh, man. Shit. Let me get multiple choice. I'm yeah.
Your multiple choice options are A, wolf, B, badger, C, bear, or D, fox?
And what can you repeat the question one more time? Just a question.
Yep. What kind of animal is Andy Devine's Friar Tuck in 1973's Robin Hood?
Man, I'm gonna go a bear.
Bear is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1 point steal. What kind of animal is Andy Devine's Friar Tuck in 1973's Robin Hood? A wolf, B, a badger, C, a bear, or D, a fox?
A badger?
He is, in fact, a badger. All right, so we see ourselves James at 14, Russell with 6. As we move on to the final question, so anything can happen, but it doesn't matter. This will not be a knockout. Russell, your final question: who voices Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie?
Let me get a multiple.
Your multiple choice options are A, Ray Fiennes, B, Channing Tatum, C, Billy D. Williams, or D, Aaron Eckhart.
Let me go Ralph Fiennes.
A, Ray Fiennes is incorrect. James, the chance for the 1 point steal. Who voices Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie? A, Ray Fiennes, B, Channing Tatum, C, Billy D. Williams, or D, Aaron Eckhart.
Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum is also incorrect. We were looking for the person who played Harvey Dent in 1989's Batman, Billy D. Williams. As we move on to round number 3, I just said a little bit ago, but I need to say it again. James currently still in the lead with 14, Russell behind with 6. But as we know, anything can happen in round number 3. The way round number 3 works, each competitor will give me 3 numbers ranging from 1 through 15. Each number will correspond to a movie category, and the way they give me their numbers, there'll be a 2-point question, a 3-point question, and a 5-point question. James, you're currently in the lead. I need 3 numbers, 1 through 15.
Let's go with 9, 3, and 6.
9, 3, and 6. Russell, I need 3 numbers, 1 through 15, but they cannot be 9, 3, or 6.
Let's go 1, 5, and 13.
1, 5, and 13. All right, so Russell, we will go ahead and start off with you. Trying to do basic math in my head. You are down by 8 points. So your first question, you gave me number 1, comes in the category of Will Smith. What is the name of Dr. Robert Neville's German Shepherd in I Am Legend?
Oh, man.
What's the name of the dog?
Man, I don't know. I'm going to go Max.
Can I say it?
James, if you want to flex, I will give you nothing.
I can still lose this match, but I just love this movie. It's Sam or Samantha. Sorry.
It is Sam or Samantha. Both would be acceptable answers. So with that, Russell, we are moving on to your 3-point question, which comes in the category of horror thriller. Your 3-point question: how many strangers are trapped in the elevator in 2010's Devil?
I'm going to go 5.
5 is correct for 3 points, keeping him in the game.
Good job.
As we move on to your 5-point question, you gave me number 13. That corresponds to the category of biopics.
All right.
Your 5-point question: what is the first and last name of Mark's ex-girlfriend who dumps him at the beginning of The Social Network?
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Just a reminder, you do still have 2 repeats.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull it. I'm going to hate myself for this because I remember.
5,
You
4,
can repeat.
3. What is the first and last name of Mark's ex-girlfriend who dumps him at the beginning of The Social Network?
It's not coming to me. I'm gonna know when I hear it.
5, 4,
I'll burn the last
3,
one.
2.
Good.
What is the name, first and last, of Mark's ex-girlfriend who dumps him at the beginning of The Social Network?
I feel like it begins with an A. Man. Oh. Yeah, I got nothing. It's not coming to me. Does it begin with an A? Amy? Allison? Amy? I don't know.
Are you conceding it?
I'm conceding it. I'm not going to pull it.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, and I am not going to take it back this time, James Puckett. We were looking for Erica Albright.
Erica Albright. Okay.
So with that being said, Russell, unfortunately, I'm going to kick you in the back just because this is a spot only for winners. James, were you afraid that what happened with Luis was going to come back and bite you in the butt? Or were you confident in your rounds 1 and 2 performance?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, brother. I thought about that in the last question because he got up by 1, I think, by me, which would have, and in this one it would have tied, but still, yeah, and also that's a good level of humility to have too. It ain't over till it's over. So, and Russell was, he had a bunch of tough questions to deal with in his wheel round tonight. So. The guy's got talent, obviously, and had to fight, so I wouldn't put it past him to come up with it.
Definitely. You did fantastic in 1990s. Is that one of those like secret strengths of yours?
It's a strength. It totally is. It's not a sacred strength. My best strength is movie release dates. It just I'll let everyone know it is. But yeah, the 90s is up there. I grew up in that decade, so definitely it's a strength.
All right, a little bit of nostalgia coming in there. And with this, moving on to round number 2, you'll be taking on the winner of Chad Webb or Steve Mesa. Any one of those two that you are looking forward to taking on?
Well, I don't want to be put in anyone's web, and Mesa, I think, means, a type of food or something. I'm not sure. It's a great last name either way, so they both seem dangerous to me, and I don't know. Who do you think I should play, Jake?
I cannot show any favorites between the two. Chad is a really good friend of mine that helps out in writing some of the categories when I need it. And then Steve is just one of those where if he has a great game, like he can hit every single question right.
Yeah.
So he can be scary good sometimes.
I feel it'll be a tough fight either way. So
yes, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that he is the number 32 seed in this, I laugh at because he's not the 32nd person in any tournament. But that match should be happening soon. We will I'm sure you'll be waiting with bated breath to know who you take on. But with that, James, I'm going to go ahead and kick you in the back just a little bit as I bring in the second place finisher. I believe turned off his camera or is losing connection. Russell, can you hear me? I don't believe so. But we will go ahead and kick Russell in the back. If he comes in within the next couple seconds, then I will actually talk to him, but we will see when he... Okay, his laptop just died, so that's why he disappeared on me. But with that being said, James, fantastic match. Russell did pretty good too. Oh, hey, he's back.
Sorry about that.
All right, you're fine.
My laptop was crawling there with like 18% with a little bit to go in the match. I'm like, oh, I got time. I'll be good. And it just shut down.
All right, so good to know. 40 minutes on a StreamYard call will eat up 18% of your battery.
Apparently. But yeah, I guess you were going to turn it to me, I guess, for my thoughts or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly what I was going to do.
Played a great match. It came down to, as it always does, it could be your, you get a die on the sword, and it's second round. It was just one of those ones that Kaiju did not feel comfortable at all. Wanted to spin away from that. I was good with 90s or movie release dates or something else where like David Spade, Chris Farley would have been a good one for me too. It was just one of those things where Will obviously just always never falls in my favor when I need it to. Try to limp out of the animated. Animated was tough, man. Iron Giant. A lot of these questions were movies I have not seen. I've not seen Iron Giant. I've not seen Atlantis. I've not seen Treasure Planet. So they're all the ones I did not see. So I was already behind the 8 ball there. But hats off. He played a great match. He got his questions right when he needed to. I was hoping that Devil question there in round 3 was kind of hopefully get me back into it. I remember there was an odd number in the elevator, and I knew it wasn't too crowded, but crowded enough. So that's why I went with 5. Social Network. I love that movie. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. Just couldn't pull the name when I needed to, but it is what it is. I shall be back.
Definitely. And of course, you are still in teams with Sandy Robinson, which kind of taking a little bit of a break with teams, but towards the end of this tournament, we'll start bringing up some of those matches and also get some people who didn't make the tournament. And then some of the people who are knocked out, I'll try to get some matches for them set up during the tournament as well. But I will just say Treasure Planet and Atlantis the Lost Empire, 2 of the most underrated Disney animation film. There might be a movie battleground debate between me and someone else about these 2 movies being the most underrated films.
Yeah,
and the Iron Giant is also very good.
A lot of people love those movies. Keep in mind, this is, I think, Atlantis, and those movies came out, late 90s, early 2000s. I think late 90s for those, early 2000s.
2002, 2003.
I was a senior high
school. They're like right after your
I was senior high school. I was going to college, so kind of weren't my bread and butter, as opposed to now having a daughter. I'm watching all the current releases and stuff like that, animated films where I'm a little bit better on. But it is what it is. Live or die by the wheel. It always seems to make or break you. But at the end of the day, you just got to press forward. And yeah, I'll be back.
Press forward. I like to hear it. Not down and out. As I kick you in the back. And it's just me now because I talked to both of them. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this. Please hit that like button. It's that little thumbs up like this. Leave a comment just saying, hey, Papa, I like your shirt because I'm a mutant and proud. X-Men. Who's your favorite X-Men? Put it down in the comments. I will roast you for your bad opinions, just so you are aware. This was the first match of the 32-man single tournament. We will try to get these out weekly. Next match we should be the person who is going to take on James, Chad Webb versus Steve Mesa. But for everyone here at TMG Trivia, for James and Russell, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Make smart choices. Or don't. I really don't care. I'm not your dad. But I could be your papa.